This is the presentation for Lesson 3, Initials, the consonants G, K, H, J, Q, X. G, K, H sound very similar to what we say in English. G is always a hard G sound, like in gum or get. K is the K sound, like in English, k. H is very similar to the H in English. It's actually lower in the throat, but unless you grow up speaking Chinese, it's almost impossible to learn the difference. It's usually only a computer that can tell the difference. So dove in Chinese is ge. Why don't you say it? Ge. Nest is ke. And river is he. J, Q, and X. J sounds like an English J, always a hard J, like in jam or Jess. Q sounds like the English CH, ch. X sounds very similar to the English SH. We've seen this before in the word for thank you, 谢谢. The difference between the English CH and the English SH and the Chinese Q and the Chinese X is this. In this picture here, which is a cutaway of a face, here are the lips, here are the teeth, and here is the tongue. Here is what it looks like when you're making an English sh or ch sound. This is what it looks like when you're making a Chinese chi or shi sound, we call it, the Q or the X. When you make the English sh or ch, your tongue is farther back. When you make the Chinese X or Q sound, your tongue is actually almost or actually touching your front teeth. And your tongue, not only is it more forward, it's higher, so the air has to, and the sound has to travel through a narrower channel. So you have to make sure you're smiling with your teeth completely together. Chi, chi, shi, and your tongue much farther forward than you're used to. Chi, shi, chi, shi, chi, shi. So that the Q sound almost sounds like a T or a D. Chi, chi, chi. And the X, which sounds like SH, sometimes sounds like an S. Shi, shi, shi. So rooster, chicken, is going to be G, G. The number 7, Chi, Chi. And west, Shi, Shi. Now this is a table of the initials and finals we have learned so far, excluding G, K, and H. If you look at J, Q, and X, they are very selective about who they're friends with. They only pair up with the finals I and umlaut U. This is because your tongue is so high and so far forward, that's the only vowels you're able to make. G, G. If you try and say anything else with your mouth closed and your tongue that high, it won't work. Now here's something really irritating. Since in Chinese, J, Q, and X can only be followed by an I or an umlaut U, it was decided that, well, writing those two little dots is really too much effort. So they're just going to write JU, QU, and XU. But this doesn't mean J regular U, Q regular U, X regular U. These are secret umlauts. Because everyone knows that it has to be an umlaut U after J, Q, and X, everyone knows it's the secret umlaut U. This is tricky for learners. I'm going to call this the secret umlaut U for the rest of the trimester, and we'll get really good at spotting these. So if you see JU, QU, or XU, know that it's not Zhu, Chu, or Shu, it's Ji, Qi, Xi with this secret umlaut. Thus, JU, which is really J secret umlaut, tool is Ji, go is Qi, and sunrise is Xi.